Okay, so usually I would skip the opening part, but since, it's a little story time, I'm just gonna explain the story as I'm trying to get this open, because sometimes it takes me a minute to open these and then it doesn't take that long to open the packs. So anyway, this is a new series where it's gonna be like the middle of the week that we do these, and it can be any card game, but we're starting with Pokemon. And I'm going to tell you guys a story about me and or my past. And some of it will be card related, which today it is. So today we are talking about my first experience at a card shop, which was quite a long time ago now. I am around 25, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm 25. So yeah, I guess let me just jump right into it. I was 11, and I think we had a ton of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, mostly Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and it was not, they weren't great. Like we had we had Blue Eyes in there, we had a Red Eyes, we had the head of Exodia, we had the leg of Exodia, I remember that. I don't think we had the full Exodia though, so wasn't that great, right? A ton of bulk, ton of commons, rares, nothing insane. And I remember we were like, hey, let's take these up to a card shop and we'll get a lot of money for them. Like, they're gonna give us a ton of cash. And we went to this place that was close. That was the weirdest opening ever. But yeah, we went and pulled up. As we walked in the door, the owner was playing, I remember specifically, it was Call of Duty Zombies. I'm pretty sure he was on Derice, however you want to say that. If you know, you know. And I was just like, wow, this is so cool. This dude just gets to sit in here, like, play games and, hand out cash for cards. And we bring our cards up there. Oh, we got an EX actually. Pretty decent. And we hand our cards up there. And dude looked at them. He did, I'll give him props. He looked through all of them and ended up telling us, yeah, hey, you guys don't really have anything good in here? Like, nothing worth buying. It's still a cool collection. You guys definitely have some decent cards to play with, but nothing that I'm looking for the shop. And I remember as a kid being so mad. Like, I didn't say anything to him, but we all, left and we were all kind of angry. We were like, dang, what, our cards are worth so much. This dude is missing out. Like, I can't believe that. And skip forward probably 2 weeks ish, we went ahead and sold them in the garage sale for $10 for everything. Some lucky person came by and bought that, so they definitely got a Blue Eyes and some other cool things. I think there was like a Charizard in there, not a crazy Charizard, but like a Charizard. It's still, at that time period, I was 11, so like, it was pretty crazy. But long story short, I was so angry, and after that I never messed with cards again, until obviously I started this channel. I started getting back into cards and everything, and I thought about it. I was like, dang, it would be cool to like own a card shop. I'd love to own a card shop. It still is my dream. Like, my lifelong dream is to own a card shop. I doubt it'll ever happen unless this YouTube stuff like blows up and I'm able to, but I doubt it. I hope it, but doubt it, if that makes sense. So anyway, very condensing a lot of stuff. I do this YouTube stuff and I'm like, man, I'd like to work somewhere. I'd like to work at a card shop. I think it'd be fun. So it didn't even click in my brain. I went to the card shop that I went to as a kid, and I started buying packs and stuff there. And wow, we are getting fire pulls. I can't. Okay, another Spider Ops EX. I'm sorry, I had to say something. It was crazy. So, anyway, I started buying cards from there. I really loved the owner, and we hit it off. We were like talking so much, like more and more each time I go in there. And I'm pretty introverted. I don't like to talk much in person. And one day I just sat down and asked him, I was like, hey, I'd love to learn from you. I'd love to work here. I'd love to, just be in this environment. He hired me on, and to come full circle, I now have kids and stuff that'll come in and they bring their collection, and it's a bunch of commons and like nothing really good, really worn cards. And I have to tell them, hey, it's not what we're looking for, but you have a really cool collection. Like, don't let that deter you from, collecting in general. And I just think it's funny, because as a kid, I thought this dude was the biggest jerk in the world for not buying my cards. And now I am being that jerk in the world, telling them I'm not going to buy their cards. I don't know. It's funny because as a kid, you have that mindset of like, you don't understand how businesses work. So you're just like, you won't give me cash for my cards? Oh my gosh, we pulled another. Our polls were insane in this video. But yeah, long story short, I had a terrible first experience with a card shop. Then skip forward like 13 years or something, and I am now working at that same shop, and I love the owner, who I initially hated as a kid because I just had a child mindset. And it's just cool. I think life is really weird in that way. So yeah, that's my story for today. If you guys really like this content, I will do more of it. I have a lot of stories in my life. Everyone does. And I'd love to talk more, I guess. Just let me know what you thought, and subscribe if you're new. Helps me out a ton. Yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.